That is fantastic malt bread made right there. I'm going to snaffle it on. Oh, hi everyone, welcome to Backyard Chef. I'm Rick. Today we're making a classic from Manchester, UK. It's a worldwide classic. We're going to make malt loaf. Now this first came on the scene very big actually in the 1930s by a company called Soreen. So we're going to make a Soreen type malt loaf. Now we're going to make it an easy way. We're not going to make it complicated, so let's show you how to do it. In here I've got some fruit which I have actually soaked, and you can see it's still soaking in black tea. Basically 2 tea bags in a cup of water, left to stew. Really strong tea. I've got my fruit and I've let it soak, and also in here is half a teaspoon of baking soda. Now the baking soda is going to soften up that fruit as it absorbs up the fluid and plumps up. This is malt extract. Now I'm going to tip most of it in, but I want to keep a little bit back to actually glaze over the top of the loaf when it comes out. Now when they first made this recipe, I don't think they realized how it was going to go worldwide and how healthy it is, even though it contains sugar and everything. You know, it's got the malt extract in there, and this is black treacle. Now you can use molasses as well, up to you. Either molasses or black treacle. Now I've got brown sugar here. You can use muscovado sugar or brown sugar, up to you. Now let's give that a little mix through. That's nice and fluidy already. So let's give that a good stir in there. Now there are many complicated ways to make this recipe, but let's try and keep it easy, yeah? I've got 2 eggs in here. We're going to give them a light beating. And that's going in there. We're going to give that a mix through, so it's all fully incorporated in there, you know. Get it all in. In here, self-raising flour. And I'm going in with about a teaspoon of salt. I'm also going in there with about half a teaspoon of baking soda. Just give that a little whiz in, get that fully incorporated in there with our flour. And then we are tipping our fruit mixture in there, and we're going to fully incorporate it, stir it all in. Okay, so give that a good mixing in there. Get all that flour in there with that fruit mixture. Now this is the essential bit here. Make sure your flour is fully incorporated into that mix. That looks about right. Okay, now I'm using the HYSapientia Air Fryer Oven today. It has a bake setting on here, and I can set it for 140 degrees, and I will set it for 140 degrees for 60 minutes, thereabouts. If you're baking this loaf at home, 150 degrees, 60 minutes. So we got the power going on. We need to turn it on to the bake setting. And you can see it's already selected 140. Okay, it's got 40 minutes selected. We're going to alter the time. Oops, press the wrong button there, look. We're going to alter the time to about 63 minutes. We're not, because it only does 60 minutes. Okay, what we're going to do is preheat the oven 5 minutes, and then we'll reset it to 60 minutes. Okay, while that's preheating, I've got a cake tin here, or a loaf tin shall I say. I've got some loaf tin liners. And I've just greased out the tin and put the liner in. Now, if you can't get any loaf tin liners, use grease-proof paper. While that's preheating, we want to be tipping our loaf mix into our loaf tin. We're just going to give that a little tapping. So if there is any air bubbles, it doesn't really matter really. I don't think there will be because it's all settled down. But it does look like it's come above the level of the wrapper already. But not to worry. So we are going straight in there, in the oven. And the bake setting has a low and high setting on this. We're going to cook it on low for 60 minutes. That's it. Okay, that's at 60 minutes. So what we need to do is stick a skewer in and see if the skewer comes out clean. If it comes out clean, we can take it out. Not quite. So I'm going to leave that in there. We're going to give it another 8 minutes. So we got another 8 minutes going on there. The skewer just had a tiny bit of moisture on there. So about 8 minutes. Don't forget we're cooking low. We're cooking at 140. You would cook at 150. Okay, end hot. Let's have a look at that now. It smells absolutely marvellous. That is cooked. That is coming out of there. Okay, now this is the extremely important bit to this. Okay, I've just been warming up. I've just been warming up a little bit of that malt extract. We want the malt extract over the top of this. Now just brush it on or put it on with your back of your spoon. Now as it happens, this has turned out to be quite a good loaf. I was hoping it would cook flat, but it hasn't. It's raised up. So that's our malt loaf. What we're going to do now, we're going to let that cool down. We're going to let it cool down completely in that tin. And we're going to take it out of that tin and then we'll cut a slice. Serve it with some butter. So all we do now is wait for it to go completely cold and we'll take it out. Okay, this thing's still hot actually, but we're going to get it out of it. It's not going to cool down. It's going to take ages to cool down in this tin. So we need to get that out of there. I'm going to take it out and put it on the rack. There we go. That was easy enough. Just look at that. Oh, that is superb. That is absolutely fantastic. Right, we'll let that cool down a little minute and then we'll take a slice with some butter. Oh, I can't wait. It smells superb. Okay, I don't think we're going to wait around. It's still a bit warm this. It's not absolutely boiling, but it is still hot. We're going to cut a slice and get some butter on. So our paper, let's get that paper off there. Now of course you can just cut through the paper, but let's take it off, eh? Just look at this amazing loaf. Now it's quite squidgy, look, as you can see. That is quite squidgy in there. Now with a traditional malt loaf, I'll give you a tip for cutting. You turn it on its side 45 degrees so you've got a diagonal or like a diamond shape, and then you cut it. So we're going to do that with this, but I don't think we need to worry about this loaf. And that is one heck of a moist malt loaf. Just look in there. Now that is truly something special. We just got to get some butter on there. Now, it is still warm. Oh, come on. Oh, man. That is unbelievable. That is tremendous. I've got butter going everywhere, you know, because we haven't had time to cool it down. When it cools down, you just spread your butter on. That is phenomenal. It's soft. That is fantastic malt bread made right there. I'm going to snaffle it all. Oh, it's amazing. That is incredible. If you like what we're doing, don't forget to smash that like and subscribe. Share with your friends, all that kind of stuff. Catch you in the next video.